Hello and welcome to Kirsty's Corner. Today I'm going to show you how to make this chocolate bouquet ready for Father's Day. So if you'd like to learn how to make this, carry on watching. So what you're going to need for this chocolate bouquet is a box or a florist box or just any other cardboard box or container, some different coloured paper and card, some tissue paper, some skewers, a pull bow if you want to wrap the bouquet in the end, some little letters, the sweets, some straws, some metallic cellophane, some ordinary cellophane, and some oasis and glue and scissors. And I've got some little pegs as well and some buttons. I will leave a list of all the things that I've used in the description below. So first of all, what I'm going to do is take this spotted cellophane and just cut it into a strip, and then use some tissue paper, like I said, it'll be any colour, and just put half of a block of oasis inside, and then you're going to put that inside the florist box or any other box or container that you're using. So if you don't have a florist box, like I said, you can use a plant pot or any other container, but here I'm just going to use an old cardboard box that had delivery in, so I'm just going to cut it to the height I want it to, and then just cover it with some tissue paper or wrapping paper or something like that. So you can either glue it or just use some sellotape, it's up to you, however you want it to look. If you're very artistic, you could cover it with some plain paper and then draw a design on the front of it. The next thing we need to do is cut a strip of the metallic paper and of the spotted cellophane, and then I'm using some pinking shears just to cut the strips, but you can use normal scissors. We're then going to cut them into smaller squares. We're then going to attach some of the sweets or chocolate to a skewer with some sellotape, and then attach the paper. You're then going to slide the skewer inside a cardboard straw and also attach some curling ribbon if you wish. You're then going to repeat the process but without the sweets or chocolates. We're then going to make these little chocolate holders in the shape of a shirt. So for this, I recommend that you pause the video and look at the measurements for this template. And then I would just copy it onto a piece of cardboard. Once you have your template ready, then you can just draw around it on different coloured card or pattern paper. I'm using a blue theme, so I'm going to be using some plain blue card and then some pattern blue card. So once you've cut out the shape, we just then need to fold it in half and then just draw a little line at one edge of the shape of the shirt, and then 1.5 centimetres, because this is where you're going to cut along. Don't cut all the way along, just leave a little gap in between. As you can see, I'm just folding it again, so you fold it in half first and then just a centimetre each side, make another fold just so that you've got a base, so the sweet can sit inside of it. And where you've cut along the top, where the 1.5 centimetres is, You're then just going to fold it, and that will make the shirt collar. So with a contrasting piece of pattern paper or different coloured paper, we're just going to cut out a little bow tie just so that we can stick it to the front of the shirt. And then also you're going to need a couple of little buttons just to stick on the front. I mean, if you don't have any spare buttons, then that's fine. You could just leave them out, or you could just use little circles of different coloured paper, or you could even just draw them on. You're then going to use a little glue dot just to stick the sweet inside or chocolate inside. I'm using a Ferrero Rocher chocolate. And then you can either glue the top, the shirt collar together with any glue, or I'm just using a little glue dot again. And the same with attaching the bow tie and the buttons. Like I said, you can use any glue that you're wanting, just some hot glue or glue dots. And then I'm going to attach a skewer to the back, because remember, I'm wanting this to sit inside the bouquet, but you could just make this, because this would just be a nice little gift to give on its own. Or you could make a couple of different ones, different colours, to give as a little gift to somebody too. So there's the completed little chocolate holders. So the next thing we're going to do is make this little shirt and jacket out of cardboard. This we're going to stick to the front of the bouquet. I mean, you could make this as a card as well to give on Father's Day or for any birthday. So the same again, you might need to pause the video just to look at the measurements I have on the template, so that then you can copy it. So once you've cut it out, once you've drawn it out, then you just need to cut it out and then draw around it on the coloured card that you're going to use. So before I cut the shape out, I'm going to just fold the card in half and then half again. Now this is an A4 size card that I'm using. So as you can see, I've just folded back the two halves to make the jacket collar, and then you're going to need some white cardboard or paper, just enough to fit inside of the jacket to make the shirt. And then we're just going to need an extra piece to make the collar with. So I'm just going to cut a strip and then cut in just a little V-shaped out just to make the collar. And then we're going to cut out with a contrasting piece of paper the shape of a tie, and that will sit inside it. And then we're going to glue the shirt jacket, the card that makes the shirt jacket together. And then we're going to add some little buttons, and I'm also going to add a little pocket. And that's the completed design, ready to stick on the front of the box. So next I want to make a little bunting to go inside the chocolate bouquet. So I can either make it with some straws and skewers with some ribbon, and then I'm either going to make one that says Dad on it, so I just need to make 3 ties. So you can just cut out a little template with a tie that you're going to fold in half, and then peg it or glue it to the ribbon, and then you can either stick on some of these little metallic looking tiles with letters on, or you can use a stamp, which I'm going to use for this one with the letters on. Another alternative is to use the same sort of design but just with smaller ties, because I'm going to want to have the words Father's Day on it. I mean, I have got the tiles set out for Happy Father's Day, but I didn't have enough room in this bouquet to be able to fit all of these letters in. So same again, I'm just going to make cut out a smaller template of a tie, just enough so I can fit in all these letters, and I'm just using different colours and different patterns of the paper, just so I had a little contrast running along the bunting. And like I said earlier, I will leave in the description below all of the things that materials I've used. And let me know if you're going to make one of these and what sort of design you're going to use. Are you going to use bow ties or ties as a bunting, or will you use some little tiles with letters on that I've used, or will you use stamp or even just write on the bunting? It'd be nice to know what you're going to do. And if you do have any requests or ideas where you would like me to make another bouquet for an occasion, then please let me know. And just to let you know that most of the things that I've used I have been able to buy online, either off Amazon or eBay supply shops or florist shops or craft shops. So they are accessible. Like I said, you don't have to use different this coloured paper. You can use wrapping paper as well, or old wallpaper. So we're now going to start to put the bouquet together. Now, as you can see, I've put the bunting in, but I have had to sort of secure it with just another skewer running along it, as it did tend to sort of fall into the middle. So this just braces it. And then we're just going to start to add all of the chocolate holders, the shirt designs that we've made. I mean, you can make as many as you want to, different colours. I'll leave it up to you how full you want the bouquet to be. And then we're going to add the sweets as well. And then at the end I will just add a little bit of curling ribbon, and you can put more tissue paper in if you want to. And then with this one, I haven't wrapped it afterwards, because some of the other videos, if you've looked at them, you see that I wrap them at the end with some cellophane and a pull bow. But in this particular video, I haven't. But if you do want to do that, remember, if you're using cellophane just to wrap the bouquet at the end, you will need about 2.5 times the height of the bouquet. But I just find that when you add a bunting or to a bouquet, it's a little bit harder to wrap, I think. But give it a go. You might prove me wrong, and you might find it very easy to wrap at the end. And please have a look at some of the other videos I've made on making chocolate bouquets. And there's the finished bouquet, all ready to give for Father's Day. Obviously you don't have to give this for Father's Day. You could make this for any other occasion. It could be a birthday or just a thank you gift. Well, I do hope you do give this a go and try and make some of the things I've shown you how to do today. And please subscribe for more videos like this. And thanks for watching, and keep smiling.